Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. It is 4 in the morning right now. I should be in bed, asleep, dreaming, alright? I should be, or just overall not on my computer trying to figure out why won't Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the new one, why it won't launch. Now, the thing is this, I'm going to try my best to keep my calm in this podcast episode, but believe me, I am upset. I am upset because it makes no sense to me that a multi-billion-dollar company, right? Activision or Blizzard, whatever name they want to go by, but the company behind Call of Duty, you guys are making bank off of this game, and you have made bank off of your other games. Now, what I would like to know is that with all of this money and all of these quote-unquote developers that you guys done hired to develop Call of Duty and to continue working on this game until the next Call of Duty comes out, explain to me, why does this game have so many issues? Like, why can't a company just be honest and say that we're going to release these halfway made games that are not fully developed, and then when they do get fully developed, 3, 4, 5 Call of Duties then came out. Modern Warfare 1, yeah, I'd imagine that game is probably most likely playable. Black Ops Cold War is playable. Vanguard, it's probably somewhat playable. But when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, why is that game not playable? Why is it that ever since I have bought that game, I've always had issues with it? That makes no sense to me. The fact that you guys took $70 from me, $70 where I could have used to support some indie developer, I could have used it to buy me some sneakers, I could have bought me some snacks, some other, household products. There's a lot of things that I could have did with that $70. But instead, I gave it to you guys in hopes that you guys will give me a working video game. It's too late now. I've had the game since it launched. I done put 20-something hours into this game. And the majority of it has just been me loading, crashing, what other stuff, trying to start the game up. I'm trying to think, I can't remember, with this Call of Duty, I can't remember any amount of fun that I've had with this game. And it took me having to play with friends just to, I guess, and the thing is this, I shouldn't have to be forced to play with friends every time to just feel some sort of fun. I should be able to play that game by myself and enjoy it as much as I can. And the only thing that was enjoyable, somewhat enjoyable about Modern Warfare 2 was the campaign. I don't like the fact that they released the campaign and was like, oh yeah, let's go and have it where they put 2 hours into that. And then when the game comes out, oh, they can't get no refund. They can't get their money back. No, they're going to have to stick with that, with Call of Duty, with this game. It's almost as if you guys knew that this game was going to bomb and it wasn't going to do good. So you're like, oh, well, let's make sure campaign is as good as possible. And then when the rest of the game comes out, oh, we're just going to have it where it's, not working. And it's, we're going to have to come out with patches after patches, updates after updates. Honestly, does that sound like a video game? And it's funny how, people are getting on this one company, Fantastic. They're the developers for this game called The Day Before, talking about The Day Before isn't a real game. Call of Duty doesn't feel like a real game. Because what confuses me is that they will hype it up when all these different things is coming to the game, right? I remember last year, or not last year, but whenever they were really working on the fact that they had came out with 2 Call of Duties after Modern Warfare 1. It confuses me that they had put so much attention in Modern Warfare 1. I'm like, you guys should have probably been putting this attention in Modern Warfare 2, but it just seems like it was at the last minute, we're going to put our attention on Modern Warfare 2. But anyways, It seems like that they cared more about putting celebrities and famous movie characters in a video game versus just overall focusing on gameplay. I don't care that Snoop Dogg, Leatherface, Bruce Willis, and all these other different people that they added to the game. And no disrespect to them, it's really dope that they were added to the game. But at the same time, I want to play the game. I don't want to look at, oh, this is a cool character that I have. I can't. What's the whole reason of buying that character? Like, honestly, what's the it's not going to change how I play the game. It's not going to alter how I play the game, or overall my the whatever mode that I'm playing. It's there for no reason. So I would like to know, what is the reason of adding those skins? Because it's something that you guys never did before. Back then, you guys actually focused on gameplay. What's up now? Like, honestly, what's going on to the point now where it's like gameplay is not an option? The fact that, I'm sitting here 4:38 a.m. in the morning trying to figure out why won't it lunge on Steam, Battle.net. I'm trying to think, like, that's only two programs that I have that has Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I only bought it one time. I just only wanted to see if it worked on Battle.net. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just install Warzone on there and just play it on there. And it won't even launch on Battle.net. What's up with that? It's on some stuff where I'm like, no, you guys need to, if there's any game that needs to be taken out of stores, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Because that makes no sense to me. The fact that you are literally forcing people on having to go out, buy another copy of this game, most likely having to buy it on PlayStation or Xbox, whatever. I'm not going to do that. I'm not giving Call of Duty, I'm not giving Activision no more of my money. In fact, this will be the last Call of Duty that I buy. Maybe it might be forever, or maybe it might be for a long time, but I guarantee and I promise you, whatever Call of Duty is coming out next, will not be buying it. Not as soon as it releases. I'll probably wait until then came out. Well, if it's like, if that game says like mixed, or it's anything, if it's anything under very positive or overwhelmingly positive on Steam, I will not be buying it. I will not be buying the next Call of Duty that comes out, because it makes no sense that you guys are a multi-billion-dollar company and the only thing that you want to focus on is how much more money we can make, not how we can keep a fan base, how much money, because everybody's just the thing is this, they know exactly what they're doing, right? They know exactly what they're doing. They're like, oh, well, let's have it where we fly in streamers from all across the world and stuff to come out and play our game. Let's make it seem like that they're having the greatest fun of all time and things. But really, at the end of the day, a lot of these content creators, they are either streaming or posting videos of this game. They're most likely getting views. They're most likely getting followers and all that stuff. But do you think, if there was a game that matched that energy of fun that they want, do you think they'd still be playing Call of Duty? If they knew that they can get any amount of viewership playing any other game besides Call of Duty, do you guys think that they would still be playing Call of Duty? I know for a fact that if there was a game out there, let's just think of some, let's say it's the next NASCAR game, right? Or even an indie developer that came out. I mean, look at Among Us. Look how fast that game had grew. I'm saying, like, there's a lot of games out there, right, where if we actually sat down and gave them the chance, like, honestly, I'm probably going to do some stuff like that. Because at this point, it's like, no, it's upsetting that you guys come out with a game and it just doesn't work properly. But no, I am going to come out with a list of video games that people can play other than Call of Duty. And I'm like, that's what we need to be putting our attention on. These other smaller games out there. For one game, for an example, Insurgency Sandstorm. How about we start playing that? What are some other games out there? Let's give Battlefield 2042 a chance. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and any other Call of Duty title, no. What they need to do, Activision, is that you guys need to take a fat long break and you need to actually sit down and work on this game. But if you guys ain't gonna be working on this game, I promise you, with everything that I got in me, I will make sure of it that I see the fall of Activision. No, because that makes no sense to me. That makes no sense. I know people are all like, oh, you're probably, you're ruining your chances of ever being flown out. I don't care about that. I want to play a game that is fun. I want to actually be able, not even just that, I just want to play the game. I'm sitting over here thinking that maybe I'm banned from the game or something because of how much trash I said about them. But I look it up and I'm like, bro, I'm not even banned from the game. So why can I not play it? It's on some stuff where it's like, nah, bro. Like, I really want to see the fall of Activision because I'm like, that makes no sense that you guys, again, a multi-billion-dollar company, and you mean to tell me a game can't launch? And I'm not the only one that's experiencing this. There's other people across the world that is experiencing this. They have been experiencing this since the game had came out. That makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense that you guys talk about how you done put all these hours, you done put all this time and effort into this game, and the game won't launch. It won't even do this most simplest thing that a game can do. Start up. It can't do that. So honestly, you guys gotta sit down and think about it. Should we stay in company? Like, should we still stay in business? Because if so, I would like to know the why. I would like to know the answer to that why. Why should you guys still stay in company? What do you guys got cooking up to where it will make up for literally the past years that you guys have released some crappy Call of Duty, slapped some fat title onto it, made it seem like, oh, this is going to be the greatest Call of Duty of all time. It comes out and it's not. Modern Warfare, no, don't get me wrong. For that first Modern Warfare, this first newer Modern Warfare, it was okay. You guys did, open up some new doors and opportunities, but it was no different than, the only difference was that it was in the Modern Warfare settings and they had campaign, but it was no different than Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 was decent. It had zombies and stuff in there, but I'm just confused on why is it that was, in my opinion, because I had played a lot of Black Ops 4, and the thing is that's how it became fun, was that I had to play it with my friend. But other than that, it was like, if my friends ain't playing, I don't have no reason to play the game. I'm overall just trying to play it just to see where it's at, and I can't even do that. So at the end of the day, it's like, why should people continue supporting Call of Duty? Why? Because it gives them views? Fam, the thing is this. If just talking to any content creator out there that is hearing this, you should not have to be forced to play Call of Duty just because you want to keep your viewers and fan base and all that stuff. For one, your fan base should support whatever game that you want to play that night, but you should not be forced. And I think that's why probably if you see a lot of content creators where they just randomly just take a break, disappear, and they don't even want, because they're probably sick and tired of just playing the same game over and over and over again. That's one thing where I'm like, you know what? It's like with me just playing a bunch of different random games. That's why I had to say my longevity in content creating has been extremely long. Because I don't stick. I think if I did have to just stick with one game and it was Call of Duty, I would have quit content creating a long time ago. Because it still bothers me that these guys are still in business, and it's like, what are you guys doing that's productive? Like, honestly, sit down and think about that. What have you guys done to change the way of gaming? Nothing. You guys slap on these titles, making it seem like, oh, this is going to be the next big Call of Duty. And they're most likely going to hype up this next Call of Duty that they're going to come out with and make it seem like that, oh, it's going to be the next big Call of Duty. And they do that every year. Hype them up, have celebrities. I guarantee and I promise you, if they spent more of their money rather than, oh, let's get Nicki Minaj, let's get Joe Rogan, let's get freaking John Cena, let's get Mel Gibson, let's get all these random different people and put them in the commercial of the game, but billboards and all this stuff. If you guys eliminated all of that marketing money, right? And all you just got to just do is put out a tweet. Just do something free, but put all of that marketing money into the game. All right. You actually do something good with Call of Duty. All right. Because at one point, no, don't get me wrong. Call of Duty was good. It was. But right now, it's not. Never will be. I don't ever see, at the rate that they're going, I see Call of Duty eventually just falling under. Here's what I honestly think what the future is going to be for Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty, they're going to keep putting out these crappy titles. They're not going to listen to this podcast episode. They're not going to listen to their fans. They ain't going to listen to nobody. They're going to keep on putting out these crappy titles. And I've said this before. And the reason why, I'm saying it again is because I've seen this stuff happen to companies. They don't want to admit it, but I've seen it happen to companies where they keep continuously putting out crappy title after crappy title after crappy title, and then eventually they stop and they're gone, and you don't hear from them no more. And that's what I honestly see with Activision if they keep going the route that they're going with Call of Duty. But eventually, they're going to put out the worst Call of Duty of all time, worse than Infinity Warfare. They're going to put out the worst Call of Duty of all time, and they're going to fall extremely under. I mean, so far under that it's literally going to, you will not, it's just going to fall, it's going to fall in a deep, dark abyss of just video games. And then there's going to be some shooter, there's going to be some game that comes out, and people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the greatest game of all time. And guess what? It's not Call of Duty. I mean, honestly, sit down and think about it. Look at when PUBG had came out. There's going to be a game, I guarantee and I promise you, there's going to be a game that comes out and it ain't going to be like, oh, it's just only good for a short amount of time. No, it's going to be good for a long time. It's going to be the next Fortnite. It's going to be the next Among Us. It's going to be the next whatever big title that then came out and it did well. It's going to be Call of Duty when, back in the day when we were dealing with Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 1. It's going to be on that level of good. And Modern Warfare 2, I guarantee and I promise you, we're going to look up one day and it's only going to probably be 200-300 people playing that game. And they're going let's do this, let's change this up. Oh, we want to give back to the fans. We want to. No, it's going to be far too late. It is going to be far too late to do anything or to give anything back to the fans because of how long you have scammed people. Because no, it's if something were to change today, right now, then okay. But no, I honestly feel like that it's too late for change. It's too late for anything to happen with Activision. They're done. They are honestly done. I'm like, it's one of those things where it's maybe a lot of people won't see it just yet, but eventually they will. They will see that Call of Duty is done. They're not going to have no fun in playing it. And you're going to see a lot of Call of Duty streamers. Let's just see where they're at right now with viewers and stuff on Twitch. Because I guarantee and I promise you, it's going to be a situation where it's they look up and there ain't going to be a whole lot of viewers and people playing it on Twitch. Is this the new one? Yeah, this is the 6.6 thousand viewers. Dang, they already seem like they're because everybody's on Warzone. Alright, so yeah, because there's Modern Warfare 2, it got 6.6k viewers, and then Modern Warfare 1 got 193 viewers. You see how fast that game fell under? Just Modern Warfare 1? And then I'm it's honestly going to be like that one day with Modern Warfare 2, and then they ain't going to have to take no new Call of Duty game coming out. It's just going to be like that just because nobody don't mess with that game anymore, but so far, check out Insurgency Sandstorm. There's this other shooter game called Hypercharged Unbox. There's this co-op game called Ready or Not. Then there's another game called Ground Branch. There's a lot of different games out there that y'all can play besides Call of Duty. But no, Call of Duty, I'm not even going to give this game any more chances. I don't care for playing it no more. I'm uninstalling it from Steam. I'm that game had enough chances. If anything, I'll play the old Call of Duties. But any new Call of Duty that comes out, I'm not going to play it. I think it's best to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 3-4 years from now when they came out with something Call of Duty is now going to be Warzone 3.0, 4.0, and 5. And yeah, it's just so stupid and ignorant how it's you guys, I don't know what you guys got going on at your HQ, but whoever it is that's in control of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, fire all of them. Fire all of them, and you hire people that actually care for gaming. But if not, then, I guess that, it's probably best for right now. It's goodbye, Call of Duty. You know, you did have like a big part of my high school years and stuff. You know, it was fun playing it. And it's like the fact that I can play that game by myself with friends, listen to music, vibe. Man, I wish I was a streamer back then when I was in high school, because you guys, I definitely would have had like a lot more content, whether it was me raging or just laughing it up in the middle of the night with my friends. But it was like, it was so fun. It was so fun playing Call of Duty back then. But now I look at it and I'm like, it was a game that I once knew. But right now I'm like, yeah, that game, it's crap. It's trash. And it sucks that it's like that. So, but anyways, yeah, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's podcast episode. And yeah, peace.